So guys, welcome to a new video from me today. Today we do have episode 15 of season 1 of my Chelsea Career Mode series. The first game of today's episode is against Bournemouth, and this game against Bournemouth is in the FA Cup, and it is in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. We win this game, we go to Wembley, and obviously at Wembley we will be playing in the semi-finals if we do go through, and we could go all the way to winning the FA Cup trophy. At the Premier League right now in this Career Mode series, it is so intense at the top of the table. Obviously, it's between us and Man City. Who is going to come out on top with the Premier League title? We are going to be finding out very soon in the upcoming episodes. You guys can see my lineup for this game against Bournemouth. I want to try and go all the way and win the FA Cup in obviously season 1 of this series. I reckon we could go all the way and win the FA Cup. This is the Bournemouth side for this game. They're actually starting a 4-4-2 formation. Wilson and Afobe will be starting as the strikers. It's a pretty decent Bournemouth side. Obviously another Premier League side, so it is going to be quite tough for us to go through. But Bournemouth could pull off an upset, but really we should be going through to the next round of the FA Cup, and we should be going through to Wembley. But in the 14th minute of this game, it's Wilson with the shot, and Bournemouth have got off to the perfect start. Bournemouth lead 1-0 after 14 minutes in this FA Cup tie, and we're going to have to hit back very soon if we do want any chance of going through in the FA Cup. But in the 18th minute, Diego Costa skips around one defender, takes the shot, Foster with the save, Traore almost with the rebound header, but then he was cleared away by the Bournemouth defence, and Bournemouth played very well in this game. You guys can see that they did have the first goal in this game, but in the 60th minute, Pastore with the shot, and yeah, again, his shot is straight at the goalkeeper, and Bournemouth at the moment are controlling the game. But in the 86th minute, it is, I think, Pastore who is going to receive the ball. Pastore is going to play it inside to Pedro. Pedro skips around his man, takes the shot, and Pedro in the 88th minute, right at the end of the game, has scored the goal. It's 1-1 with some late drama, and if this game does end in a 1-1 draw, it will be obviously a second leg, and there will be an FA Cup replay. But from 27 yards out in the 90th minute, Marco Reus with the free kick, and it is going to hit the side netting, and after full times, after the 90 minutes, it's going to end Chelsea 1, Bournemouth 1 in a 1-1 draw, which means we're going to a FA Cup replay. We will be facing Bournemouth yet again, and that game will be away. So it is going, we've set ourselves up for a major task, a very hard task against Bournemouth, a 1-1 draw, and this will be going into a FA Cup replay. And after that game, we will decide who will be going through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup and who will be going to Wembley in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. The second game of today's episode is against Norwich in the Premier League. We are actually sitting second now. Man City have taken the top spot in the Premier League. We're sitting in second. Norwich are down in 16th. They're fighting a relegation battle down there. They're actually starting a 4-4-1-1 formation. Jerome will be starting as the striker for this game. Pretty decent Norwich side, to be honest. But let's take a look at my Chelsea side. After a midweek FA Cup game, we're going to take a look at my side. Falcao will be starting as a striker. Eden Hazard will also be starting in the midfield. This is a pretty strong side. Willian also in the team. Pogba, Loftus-Cheek, Fabregas, Azpilicueta, Kurt Zouma, John Terry, Ivanovic, and Thibaut Courtois in goals. Costa will be on the bench. Marco Reus, and so is Traore in a different formation for this game. As in the 5th minute, Norwich do actually have a corner. Eden Hazard looks to clear it out. He doesn't do so successfully, and you guys can see Norwich having loads of possession. You guys can see they're passing the ball around, taking a few shots. They actually took a shot from outside the area with, I think it was Naismith there, and it was a save there from Courtois. As in the 9th minute, Falcao with a fantastic over-top ball to Hazard, does well to bring it down with his chest. Still going in, Hazard. Could he go all the way? Save from Ruddy in goals. It's Pogba with the header to Falcao. He plays it to Willian, and Willian with a fantastic finish into that back post. It's now 1-0 after 11 minutes, and we have taken the lead in this game. Pushing on into the 22nd minute, obviously we've got to continue picking up our wins if we do want to stay up at the top of the table with Manchester City. From 33 yards out, it's Pogba who does have a free kick. Paul Pogba with an unbelievable finish. In the 23rd minute, Pogba has scored. It's 2-0 now after 23 minutes, and Pogba with a fantastic free free kick. That one actually hit the crossbar, went over the line. Goal line technology does show us that that one did go into the back of the net. What a goal from Pogba from 33 yards out. That's an insane free kick. And we now lead Norwich 2-0. And it is really important that we continue picking up goals in this game and in our upcoming Premier League games, because we really don't want the season to go all the way down to goal difference and we could possibly be losing the league from goal difference. So we've got to make sure that we pick up these wins, putting all our chances into the back of the net. Eden Hazard had a chance in the 36th minute and he played fantastic in this game. Hazard already having 3 or 4 chances on goal in the first half, but in the 80th minute Norwich were on the attack. That's an easy save there from Thibaut Courtois. He's going to go with a long throw, and what a throw that was to find Willian. He plays it to Pogba. Pogba now through to Falcao, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, plays it to Hazard. And Hazard picks up a goal for himself. In the 83rd minute, it's 3-0 against Norwich, and we will be picking up those 3 points in this game. But we actually do keep a clean sheet in the 90th minute. I almost said that we almost did, but that was a fantastic chance for Norwich. A 1-on-1 with Thibaut Courtois, and Courtois pulls off a save. Eden Hazard, what a performance from him. We pick up a 3-0 win against Norwich, and yeah, it's a fantastic win, especially after a 1-1 draw to Bournemouth. And the next game of today's episode, as we'll be taking a look, is the FA Cup replay against Bournemouth, who will be going through into the next round of the FA Cup. This is going to be a fantastic game, guys. Away to, could we go through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup? Anything can happen. Obviously, Bournemouth picked up a 1-1 draw away. Could they pick up a win and actually knock us out of the FA Cup? As you guys can see, that Manchester United actually won their game 5-0. That's an insane result for United, and they're looking really good in this FA Cup competition, and obviously they're through to the semi-finals. As in the 11th minute of this game, it's Pogba who's on the ball. I actually started a bit more of a stronger side. Diego Costa is going to play the ball through to find Traore. Traore shot a save from fostering goals for Bournemouth. We have the first chance in the 14th minute, and yet again, we just could not find the netting. As in the 14th minute cross comes in, it was actually Foster who was there to punch that one out. Fabregas plays it to Willian as he takes the shot, and that one does go over the goal. Pushing on in the 29th minute, we're looking for that goal to put ourselves 1-0 in the lead. Diego Costa actually gets fouled here in the 30th minute, and resulting in that, we're going to actually have a free kick on the wing. So this is a great chance for a crossing opportunity and maybe even a header. Willian with the cross, Diego Costa with the header, and Diego Costa scores. The man who has done so well throughout this season, the Premier League top goal scorer, Diego Costa, picks up that goal. It's now 1-0, and if this game does end in a 1-0 scoreline, obviously we're going through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Fantastic header there from Diego Costa. Obviously, like I did say, the Premier League top goal scorer picking up another goal, and our man, Diego Costa, who is really... Diego Costa is one of the reasons why we are sitting obviously first in the Premier League, and obviously gone so far in the FA Cup. In the 59th minute, Bournemouth had a chance on goal. Wilson with the header, and Thibaut Courtois pulls off a fantastic save. Look at that header. And the stop from Courtois was just great. As the game is going to end in a 1-0 victory for us, which means we are going through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Diego Costa's goal does separate the sides, and it is just really typical. Diego Costa picking up goals is just what we want to see and what we have come to see in this season so far. United are going through, and so are Arsenal, and Leeds United surprisingly actually knock out QPR in the quarterfinals. So the teams that are going through is obviously us, Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester United, and Leeds United, the final 4 teams in the FA Cup competition. The final game of today's episode is against Aston Villa at Villa Park, and this is the Aston Villa side, not the strongest of sides in the Premier League. Obviously in real life they did get relegated, but in this game against Aston Villa, it's a great goal difference booster. It's a great chance for us to boost up our goal difference. Like I say, we don't want the Premier League title to come down on goal difference, because Man City have a great chance to actually beating us in the Premier League if it does come down to goal difference. This is my Chelsea side: Pedro, Marco Reus, Falcao, John Obi, Mikel Pastore, Loftus-Cheek, Baba, John Terry, Gary Cahill, Ginta, and Begovic in goals. And those names I did say right there are obviously players that have come into the side. I've rested loads of players for this game game after the FA Cup game. This is really a second side, you can say. But in the 11th minute of this game, Marco Reus picks up a goal to make it 1-0 after 12 minutes. And already after 12 minutes, we've already picked up the first goal. Pushing on into 16th minute, 4 minutes later, Babe's on the ball. He's going to switch this one to find Pastore. Pastore is going to play it to Loftus-Cheek. He plays it to Falcao. He plays it through to find Ginter. And the right back has pushed up. It's now 2-0 after 17 minutes. And this game is looking like it is going to be a blowout. It is already 2-0 after 17 minutes. In the 30th minute, Pastore does play the ball to find Loftus-Cheek. Now, Loftus-Cheek is going to play it wide to find Marco Reus, who cuts it inside well. Marco Reus with the shot, and it could have easily been 3-0 after 30 minutes in this game. I tell you what, Aston Villa just could not do anything with our attacks. But it is Villa who are getting on the attack in the second half. Pastore with the interception. Pastore actually turns the ball over, resulting in that Villa look to get on the attack, their first attack of the game. Sanchez with the shot, John Terry with the deflection, and that deflection almost costed us a goal, but lucky that one did go wide. But before this game did end in the 77th minute, Aston Villa do have a chance on goal. It is well defended, and resulting in that, John Obi Mikel plays the ball to find Marco Reus. Marco Reus sees the man free out on the wing. There's actually two players free. Falcao plays a wide to find Pedro. Pedro with a one-on-one, and Pedro is going to finish that one into the top corner. It's 3-0 after 80 minutes in this game, and it is a 3-0 win. 3 points and another win in this Premier League season. That is actually how we're going to actually end off today's episode. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, go ahead and click that like button. Make sure to drop a comment down below that I can respond to. Subscribe, and this is a fantastic way to end off today's episode. A 3-0 win against Aston Villa. Like I did say, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Catch up on any videos that you may have missed on the channel by clicking on the channel page. Thank you guys so much for your support, and I'll see you all on my next video.